Raiders going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway.
This taken in at the goal line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First play and a first throw for Rodgers.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
That goes out wide to Murray.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run here. It's Murray. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. To throw, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series. And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for it.
That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards. Now Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Donald Parham.
28 yards.
And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
14, Chiefs, nothing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off.
I just scraped it off the top. Got it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I'm painted like a 4. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Florida Atlantic man Greg Joseph ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This fielded right at the goal line. Michael Crabtree's going to go. The 30. 10. Touchdown. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
They'll run with Sanders.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Tebow's throw taken in by Cooks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Donald Parham from 21 yards away. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Vick. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
A 2nd down throw for Vick. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 27 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Floyd. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Visitors 14, Raiders 7.
Second down and 4. Now back to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris McAllister. And they're going to set up shop at the 27.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword, I'm rolling on the floor full of cold. Let's go to war with you all. We can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my legs and make lightning lose. In a race I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the...
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. On 1st and 10, Bledsoe. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one too low.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to hit his target Lamb. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 27-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. That's good for Las Vegas. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Completes it to Fitzgerald.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Raiders 7, Visitors 0.
Looking to throw on second down. Bledsoe.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense have other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Tebow's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out. They ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
So this
this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Throwing on first down. Bledsoe. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Bledsoe. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and really press the issue. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Right back to Sanders on first down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw now on the final play. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big play as he gets 28 out of that one. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position he wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It's complete to Fitzgerald. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Bledsoe. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On second down, Swift stiff-armed it. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Bledsoe. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Open man, Parham. He's got him. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Through the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bledsoe. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Eric.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 22. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll run with Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert A 6-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready. Watch it. 6. 43 rail. Flag 2.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 5. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. 7 yards there and a first down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up to throw. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are back within a score. extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And that's the kind of return we're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Touchdown! Dave Casper, 59 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd and 3.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got a pick before. That's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Throw left side complete. That's Sanders.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw again.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Here we go. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors.
And we are underway from Atlanta.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
The 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down, and back they go to Sanders. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Come on, back.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. Mariota. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That goes for a gain of 31.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Mariota on the keeper. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On second and 12, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Mariota. He's got Patterson on the out route.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
To the air again, Mariota. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
3rd down, here's Patterson. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go on in.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Raiders 14. Golden Eagles 3.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's good for Mexico City. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Mariota. This one left side caught by Patterson. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
Mexico City. First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Mariota. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march for the chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. We're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Mariota. That's going to be taking it right down Broadway. A big play there just before halftime. And even 70 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Raiders are going to...
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag is, I'm gonna give us some. Let's reflect times, complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the just let me talk. I'm a time bomb, way to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Florida Atlantic man Greg Joseph ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Mariota going to put it up right away. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, it's complete to Brown, right side. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
I'm going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is this happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and 2. And he slings one that's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down and 2. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. Another run here with Sanders.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. And this one is right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you ride.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fields this way up at the 17, and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Looking to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Second and 11. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That one third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the fourth down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from
yards away. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Wentz. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach here, guys, all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Caught, Kelce, left side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on 2nd down, Wentz. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Carson Wentz taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Wentz to throw again.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his quick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 41, Wentz.
Right side, Thornton with it.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
That's good for Browns. First down. First and 10.
From midfield, here's Wentz.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jamar Chase,
50 yards.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Oswell good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darquez Dennard.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try to get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as
it's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Throwing is Wentz. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Wentz.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Out left and complete to Thornton.
Touchdown, Browns!
Tyquan Thornton
from 13 yards out.
And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go about doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
2nd and 4.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now back to throw. And And he rifles one incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle, and he said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Okay, right?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Here we go, set. 38.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
And he's in. Touchdown, the Raiders.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Raiders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Into the red zone. Wentz
completes this one to Thornton.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 32.
They'll try and run. Taylor. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. He's at the 40. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot.
I'm really out for blood this time. Look.